19th, folks. Special day, huh? Aren't you tired of just sitting around and seeing what's going to happen and waiting for things to happen and waiting for all these wonderful things to happen to you? You know, for the betterment of humanity? What a joke. Folks, we're going to do a little bit of a wake-up call, all right? In each and every time they come up with a new law, sustainable development or any of these things that cow flagellants or whatever bullshit they come up with. Do you honestly think that our elected public officials come up with these laws? They're given a package, and this package has got all the stuff in it. All of our congressmen and senators will take 20 minutes to a half an hour to order something in a restaurant that they're eating for free, okay? They can't come to a decision on anything. Do you actually think that they could come up with a piece of legislation about that thick? No, it comes from an entity, a think tank, maybe even more than a think tank, maybe a global organization. The New World Order. Oh, come on, there's no such thing. You're right, let's just call it the United Nations. That's right. The United Nations is the New World Order. Okay? Every time we get a law that inhibits the rights of an American, it comes from the United Nations. Treaty with the United Nations on guns. Treaty on land, treaty on air, treaty on this, treaty on this, treaty of gods. That's what I tell you. Okay? That's what I tell you. Folks, it's time that we take a proactive approach on our own existence before there's a treaty against you, and they've already got that, don't they? You allow this global entity to define the parameters of your reality? I don't think so. It's an extension of the Rockefeller Foundation. It's about the bankers. It's about control. It's about the New World Order. Now, what are we going to do about it? Well, we can't just go out there and bulldoze down the building, which, although that might be a great idea, or we can't just go and kill off all the people. That wouldn't be very nice, now would it? Well, it's a little primal, but we could create UN-free zones where none of their edicts or demands or treaties have effect. There is paperwork available to create that UN-free zone. And the bottom line here is we need to defund the UN. We need to be out of the UN. We need that building out of our country. You know, oh, that's not a UN operation. That's a NATO operation. Well, where do they hold their meeting? In the UN Security Council? I mean, come on. It's all crazy. I mean, relabeling the barn. The people are looking so hard for the New World Order. And who is the New World Order? Well, they say it's the Illuminati. Well, who is the Illuminati? It traces back to Babylon, doesn't it? And who reads the Babylonian texts and worships from the Babylonian texts? And where do all of these people come up with these ideas? Right out of Babylon, wouldn't you say? And what do you think that building in New York City is? It's the Tower of Babylon, is it not? I don't want to be a religious fanatic. I just want you to connect the dots, okay? And these people are evil. And they need to be thrown out of our country. The militia in Montana does have paperwork on creating a UN-free zone. Do it from a local. Do it locally, and if you need to, you could be told how to create local revenue by allowing the UN vehicles, the Highway Transportation Authority, how you could profit on filing these papers. There's a ton of money out there. Unfortunately, it has been all aimed on taking stuff away from you. It's time we shared in the riches and took something away from them. Stay strong. Use your brain. before you go insane.